I don't think this does anything. People are saying this is a troll elevator. I don't think it does a darn thing. It's just shaking you. Hey, you know, we gave it a try. I like the music at least. Okay. Blasted troll elevator. Alright, well, we're back in the office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below
you might be right,
feet.
Liv.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No way. See, I want to try other combinations.
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'd like to do other combinations, but what else are you going to do? You know? Can I go back out the door? No. Door's locked. That door didn't close. Okay. This is very dark. I guess we're going back down. Do it backwards? Yeah, Ribos. I might try it backwards. Oh, man. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I've never gone through the escape before. Dude. Escape. No. I know what it says. Let's try the escape.
The passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, no. Let's just see. I don't think it's gonna kill me. I don't think it's gonna kill me. I don't think it's gonna kill me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh, don't you tempt me, narrator.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Are you serious? It says escape. Escape usually is a good thing. I think I died. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm alive.
As the machine
Sweet
whirled
life.
into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Get me out of here.
Stanley can't see the bigger
I'm gonna die.
picture. He doesn't know the real story,
Please get
trapped
me out of here.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh, no,
Perhaps
please
his
don't smash
death
me.
was of no
Get me
great
out of here.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, no.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
No,
to
don't
his
accept.
brief and shallow life.
No. Get me out of here. Do that flying thing again. Please fly. Please fly. Please fly.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into
Who's
the
this?
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No. Okay. This is a new person. This is not the normal narrator. That's a new person. And I think she's on my side or something. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, I think this says Stanley Parable. Yeah. That's Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What? Dude, this room looks new and beautiful. What's up, Youpie? Kick those boxes. How are you? Doing great, Dragon. How are you doing?
When every
Wow.
path you can walk has
This
been
is
created for you
beautiful.
long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Is this
Do you
heaven?
see
Is this
now?
heaven's office?
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
He's already dead. Nature paintings. I like nature paintings. Nature's beautiful. What is this? Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay, there's his office. You walk out. There's that thing. You walk there. Then you do this. Then you do this. Those are the 2 doors. What does this say? Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Okay. The 2 doors. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Wow. Filing cabinets. I never would have guessed. Office computers. Who would have known? Solitaire. Look at these old computers. Employee database. I remember when computers were like this. Oh, yeah. I miss them. Just kidding. So pretty. Isn't this place pretty? Oh, button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Okay, I remember seeing this 5 button in the mind control room. Wow. Credits. Okay. The impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Yeah, he is very impeccable. What about the new narrator? Okay. 1, 2, 3. The office. You know what I still gotta do? I jumped off that crane or that thing when it was moving. Dude, this looks like a museum or something. I need to go across without jumping off. I gotta do that. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Office. Yes. Green light. Oh, okay. Okay. Huh. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. That's a shame. I would have liked that. That's a shame. So, dude, I think this is the game creators actually talking about some of the history of the game. Dude, this is cool. It's like a Stanley Parable museum. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Dude, this is actually pretty huge. Okay. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use those for other promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here's a selection of those emails. What? Type in the code. What code? Yeah, I gotta do the crane. I'm back, guys. Welcome back home. It was cool. See you, Bad. Thanks for joining. So you're in a museum. I guess so. From Anthony W. Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? So these are actual people who emailed the narrator. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? That's pretty funny. Okay, I don't know. This is actually like a really big museum. I don't know if we have time to look at everything. The apartment timer. previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different ending. Okay, I feel like we're getting into some spoilers because I haven't seen the apartment ending, I don't think. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if we're getting spoilers here. Dude, this museum is huge. Okay. Okay. Museum is huge. Sending levers. These levers were originally a part of the sending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Okay. Dude, this took a lot of time. Whoa, what is that? Something just moved back here. Didn't it? I thought I saw something move. That was weird. Oh. There's a button that comes out. There's a button that comes out. I press. I can't press. It's not a button. Monitor room elevator. Okay. Okay. So I think we've looked at enough of the museum. This looks like something.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What, on and off?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not.
I want my old narrator.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Hey, Droopy.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay,
Push
tell me what to do.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as
What?
you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
What?
time.
I got smashed. She wants me to hit escape and press quit? I died. See you, Scalier Quill. Thanks for joining. Dude. Game broke? Old narrator, come back. Please help us. Game broke? What just happened? Stanley's dead. Stanley's dead. The game is now paused. Resume the game. Dude. Huh. Well, let's, yeah, Stanley's dead. She said hit quit. Dude, that was insane.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
This is
Minutes?
new.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Okay, this is new. That was crazy. That was crazy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, I want all those doors open. Remember when there were like 2, 4, there were 6 doors in here. I want that again. Okay, so let's go this way.
Was not the correct
I think
way
this
to
is
the
how we
meeting
get to the
room,
crane.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm sorry, Asulji.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, here we are. We're back at the cargo
Stanley
place.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So I'm going to go across. This time I won't jump off.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
man.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
That makes
someone
me
you've been
question.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What? Is he talking about the other narrator?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
His
She's
wife?
been waiting.
Dude, narrator. You're crazy, man. Okay. Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I can do that. I can place my faith. $427. Dude,
What's
this
there?
looks
Is that
weird.
you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right,
Oh,
now,
wow.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your...
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh,
That just gave
come
me chills.
on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Dude, that narrator. Oh. Oh. He's mean. He said who would want to commit their life to you? Oh, that is a mean narrator.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press 8 on your keyboard. I guess I have no choice.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Wow. Wow. Narrator be cruel. Narrator be cruel. Okay. I'm gonna press
But
it.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Well,
From
it's not too
behind his
bad.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen
Put
to
some
him.
clothes on. Oh, stinking mannequin. Please press M to watch TV. Okay, dude.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
I want to watch
First, he imagined
TV.
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wow. Okay, okay. So the thought of everyone disappearing excited him?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It
Wow.
barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Wow. Okay, so this narrator is trying to tell me that Stanley just imagined this whole thing. Press different buttons. Okay, I can try that. It says press H. Let's press J. Nothing. Nothing.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
That sounds
And
familiar.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another
Yes.
was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Did he just call Stanley a baby? Okay. It keeps telling me, press M to watch TV. No TV. Press this to play with the boys. No boys. L to tell us your kids a story.
It was
There's no
such a
story.
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. It's
But
not
there
going
is
to tell
no
her.
answer. How could there possibly be?
She
In
gone.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Dude, that's deep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat. What do you guys say? Do we press it or do we not press it? Dude, this narrator is mean. Okay, Courage says press it. Press, do it. Yes. Press I. I'll press I. I didn't work. Press it. Okay, I'll press.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press M to question nothing.
I suppose
Okay.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Please die. Okay. Okay. That narrator. Oh, he's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, you want to play hardball, do you? You want to play hardball?